I hate this. I hate this so much. Would you like to explain yourself, Marcos? Would you like to explain yourself, Marcos?
I've recently
I need to know.
I'm planning on starting a Patreon exclusive series, not for this channel, for my Patreon. Fuck you guys. A Patreon exclusive series called The Art of Donduction. And every episode will start off with me reading a because there's like a million ways to use Dondozo, right? He has like more sets than Grimmsnarl.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is start off every episode by reading off a Monster Energy Can style description of the team. So like for this one, it's like body press, body press, body press. With each sip, you get defensiver and more defensive. Nothing can stop your train of rage. Like that sort of thing. And like each episode will just be me spending an entire week climbing with one particular Dondozo team on my Donductor account and then editing it all together.
That sounds wonderful, actually.
Yeah. That sounds really funny.
Honka honka.
Dondozo, dude, he's like Mr. Terrastalize. He can do any type and make it work.
He is literally the best. I love him. I'm gonna marry Dondozo.
He's such a funny fish.
By the way, for this team particularly, like the defensive one, shiny droopy Tatsugiri is white, and shiny Dondozo is like white and yellow, so I can color code it.
Oh, true. You should do that. That'd be cool, actually.
Shiny Dondozo scares me. It looks like eggs.
I thought he looked like a lemon, but okay.
Sorry, this Meowscarada failed to U-turn.
Okay,
my man's laddering during recording.
Let me sell you on Annihilape.
Yes, because that was the thing.
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, so we were talking about teams, and Marco sent me his cool hail team, and I was like, what the fuck does Annihilape do? And I still don't know. Michael's going to explain it to me.
So, knowing that it's Marcos's, it's probably not this, but here's just how I sell it to anybody.
Okay.
Dude's got 110 base HP, right? Big bulky boy.
He crazy.
Final Gambit exists.
Okay, I know Final Gambit. I get it. I know.
That shit kills everybody.
I know it kills everybody, but I don't know. Trading like that just like he's gotta have something else he could do. Surely. At least a Raptor intimidated.
Things. He can definitely do a lot of other things.
The
other things are far more sinister than the Final Gambit thing, but
I saw beat up into Rage Fist. I saw just abusing bulk Rage up. Fist. Yeah, bulk up. Becoming a thick guy and then punching people is one of my preferred ways of playing Pokemon. I am a big Corviknight fan.
Yeah, you'd like this shit then, because it's like, hit me one time and I have base 100 drawback free ghost move. Oh, hit me twice, 150. Oh, 3 times and I'm still not dead. Good luck, buddy. Like,
I think he should learn the ability. I think he should have the ability Stamina. Smile.
It's like Stamina but for attack. That shit is insane.
Yeah. He go crazy.
And Defiant and Vital Spirit and all this shit.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking about Terrestrial Water in singles, and now I'm crying on my inside. Okay.
Crying on my inside?
Yeah.
Now I'm crying on my inside.
I've been Vlad the Impaler a couple too many times in my life, okay?
Yeah.
Vlad opens you up so you can cry on the inside because he's impaling.
Hey guys,
I was really opened up by Vlad.
Hey, friends, please direct your attention to my screen share very quickly.
No one else can see it.
This is a podcast, sir.
I'm telling friends in the chat, please refer yourself to my screen share.
Are you gonna click Revival Blessing? I'm gonna click.
I mean, first, technically, my play is to fake out Rotom and Muddy Water, then next turn a Revival Blessing, because
I'm gonna be the fucking chuckle sandwich podcast. Audio listeners love you to death. Currently Marcos is running fucking body press, defense boosting Tatsugiri, body press leftovers Dondozo with rest talk, and Palmont.
Hold on, Palmont. I might be able to. I might be able to. No, that isn't what I wanted. I might be able to solve this issue.
I'm also max HP on my Tatsugiri, so I just eat everything, including that. Oh no!
So fucked up.
Get ready.
So fucked up. Stop. He keeps typing honka honka in chat.
every time I do something stupid that involves healing, I say honka honka, and I revive my Dondozo.
And we were gonna call Michael Sleepy Michael because he joined last. He joined the call last, but I think you're the sleepy one.
Dondozo was revived and is ready to fight again. I love that text.
Yeah.
Stop! Stop!
Ready to fight again.
All right, I'm gonna drop. If I live this, I'm the GOAT. I'm max special defense, by the way. I'm max special defense.
What the fuck?
Yo, he lives. There.
What is what?
Honka. I'm gonna rest.
Stop!
Oh, you crit me. No. Okay, I just have to land a body press. I win regardless.
Marcos,
please.
Everybody, we need to record ASAP. Be on time. We need to do this, please, guys. Everyone, be there at 5.
Hey, listen
also,
up,
Marcos.
Listen up, Stinky.
When
I'm gaming,
you're all late. You're all late.
This guy's fake.
When I'm gaming, no one can stop me.
His Jordans are fake.
All right, well, I'm gonna win regardless, so I'll just continue.
Yeah, man. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right, now that that's over, we have business to attend to.
We do have business.
We've got bee snatch to attend to.
In good old San Diego, California,
San Diego.
It's called that because there's lots of sand there. It has been revealed in the current VGC rules that this tournament, this regional at San Diego, will be Open Teamsheet. Yippee!
Dun, dun.
Everyone has mixed opinions. I don't like it.
Do
we want to go around in a circle?
Like a Open Teamsheet truther.
I'm gonna. You know what? As someone who has always said that he prefers closed team sheets, and I have said that many times, I think that information gathering is a very important part of the game, and I think it's like something. I think it's a skill that needs to be developed in a lot of players. As the person who has been saying that for years of Open Team Sheet for online tournaments, now was the time to do Open Team Sheets. I'm going to be honest.
I can say
agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like if they didn't for this, they probably never would have. And so it was kind of the final, are we doing it or are we not doing it?
Yeah, and here's the big thing. And this is a little bit of nuance that a lot of players won't understand, but I'm going to make my own little video on it explaining it. Top players... If you ever hung out around top players, like if you went to dinner with them after one of them top cut a regional, what you'll notice is after the day 1 of the regional is done and they're moving on to day 2 and they're like, oh, this is my opponent. Here's what they do. They don't go to Applebee's and get wasted. They do that, but the entire time they're going to be talking to their friends and their friends are going to talk to their friends.
Yep.
And you just talk to everyone and you say, hey, what's John's team? Hey, what's Joe's team? Hey, what's Kevin's team? And they give you as much information as they can because your friends will want you to win and succeed. And if they faced other people or if they face someone who faced them, they have information on that person's team that they can pass to you, allowing you an advantage or to do practice matches. Many times I've hung out around top players who top cut and we'll be in the hotel room and they'll be like, oh, hey, let's open up Showdown. I have an idea what this guy's team is. Let's open up your team and we'll just do practice matches. And they prepare. Yeah. When you're someone who just randomly top cuts a regional event, you don't have that. You're going in with an outright disadvantage because you don't have a network of people to tell you about your opponent's team. While this is still a thing because your opponents or like someone else might have played against you and will tell the person that you're going to face like, oh, hey, his Dondozo outsped my max speed Garchomp after the boost. Like now that's still a thing that can happen, but the movesets, the items, the minimization of that factor is completely gone, which is so nice for newer players. It's actually an advantage to people who don't have that many connections in the community. But also, I'm going to say it.
Oh.
It reduces cheese strats, which is something that a lot of people will say, oh, that's a bad thing. Team diversity is gone. But no, you're still going to be able to run.
Team diversity is not gone.
Yeah, it's not gone. Some people, like I had someone say like, oh, everyone's just going to run the same team now because it's optimal. And I'm going to be like, everyone has been running optimal teams. Are you entering with bad teams on purpose? Like everyone's going to run the team that they think they can win with. And I think the only real negative of this is ladder practice is no longer that applicable.
Yes.
That's it. That's the only real negative in my opinion.
That
also,
is my
it's easy to steal teams. You go to a regional, you face someone, you see their team, you go, okay, I'm using that on Showdown next week.
I didn't think about that bit. But that was pretty much my thoughts as well. It's great for new players, and honestly, the more I think about it, the more it's like, yeah, this is probably better for a new player base who is not going to know every single set that every possible set that a Garchomp can run, etc., etc.
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm thinking of too, right?
Yeah.
Like the type of player that's like just getting into the game, doesn't have every possible move coverage memorized, right? And it's like, how many times have you seen somebody keep a Ferrothorn in versus something with like fire coverage that that definitely does not look like a fire type, right?
Yeah,
like, the enemy Latios, and it's like, oh, I wall track, and I wall psychic, and you get mystical fired, and you're like, well, what the fuck? That's some bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Like that's. For new players, that is exclusively a good thing. I'm 100% with you guys on this.
I agree with that. I feel like the ladder practice becoming less valuable kind of sucks in that respect.
That does suck.
mean,
yeah.
I guess it will end up giving you more foresight into what you expect to run, and that is how you will end up adapting your team from then on. But it's still, I don't know. It's going to be an adjustment. And I'm a bit worried so my local scene, the SoCal locals, by the way, for anyone listening who is in the SoCal area, we're starting up locals again. Yippee! On the 18th and the 1st of January, or the 18th of December, 1st of January are going to be our locals, so New Year's Day, and in a week. So I don't think I'll be able to go because I'm not going to have enough time to make a team. But if you're in that area and you want to support the local scene, it's great. Miguel's great. He's the TO, PokemonLabs.com. Anyway, having not being able to go to those and having what will likely be my very first experience in this format competitively being a regional where I don't exactly know how to play Open Teamsheet because I never played an Open Teamsheet online tournament. I'm mostly scared for myself just because it's foreign and it's not what I'm used to, and I feel like a lot of players are going to have to adjust in that respect to it's trickier to run those gotcha strategies, like you were saying. And I don't know, I'm thinking back to Sword and Shield where things like Shadow Claw, Groudon, Bulk Up Groudon, things like that came in clutch in the very late metagame and in Worlds where to counter like Lunala or Calyrex Shadow Rider and stuff like that. Like those kind of gotcha moments, they're very exciting to watch on stream, and very exciting to be in the pilot seat of those. It's not very nice when, of course, you're the recipient, but I don't know. I like that kind of unexpectedness and surprise aspect the game has, and I'm a little bummed that it's not going to be to that degree anymore.
Yeah, I think it definitely, that gotcha moment isn't there like mid-game anymore, but I will say it's definitely still there as like a prior to the game starting, or like when you're looking through their team sheet and you're like, oh, what's that? That's interesting. I've not seen that before.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You know what it does. You know what like Bulldoze Entei next to Metagross does, right?
Yeah.
Like, I played that in one of the Players' Cups, and I was like, I was not expecting to fight that. Okay, I guess I know what it's going to do, right? And then they do it, and then I'm like, oh, fuck, even though I know what it was going to do, it's still really fucking good into me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, it's less of like a, haha, idiot, you didn't see it coming, and more of like a, okay, you saw it coming, and it still works. So, like I think that's a healthier way of doing surprise stuff.
You know what? People always, like, here's like an issue that came up, like, last week. Someone, I believe it was Grandma's Cookin', or maybe someone else, Bright Size, it was Bright Size on Twitter, had pointed out that they said, like, hey, don't use Extreme Speed, Terra Normal, Lucario, it's just a worse Dragonite if you're going to do that. And then the responder said, actually, it's a surprise strategy to catch them off guard. And then Bright Size said, oh, well, usually those don't do too well. And then the responder said, and here's what really pissed me off, Moxie Boosted says that surprise strategies are viable.
Oh,
and
no!
I have to sit here and be like, no, the fuck I didn't.
I love Spite Ops.
Yeah, no, like literally,
Spite Ops.
Like, all right, here's the thing. All right, Michael, you've played in a lot of tournaments that I was part of.
Yeah.
Name one surprise strategy I run.
In the Players' Cups, or are you talking about
in Players' Cups, in locals, anything that you've seen me compete at? Do I run name a surprise strategy that isn't just like a flow chart?
I would think the craziest out of left field thing I've ever seen you run was helping hand phalanx, because those motherfuckers don't have hands. So
yeah, and that's
he's got a point.
And it was a best of 3 tournament, and it beat them in best of 3s. So it sort of bypasses that idea that it's like, oh, this is cheese. It's like, no, it wasn't. I was running a regular Groudon team with a phalanx.
I think what they're confused with, they're confusing the idea of a unconventional team with a surprising team. A surprising team is something of, oh shit, this Pokemon doesn't normally run this. I got caught off guard. I got played. Oh well. A unconventional team is running Phalanx because you found a niche for it and it works. Running a DD Thievel because you found a niche for it and it works. It's not surprising. It's not a gotcha like a trick eject button out of nowhere that you didn't expect to see, or a weird weakness policy that you didn't expect to see. It's just weird.
The vibe of the opponent, like the thing of like the opponent is feeling when these types of things happen is like, oh, that's interesting. Why are they that? Anyway, I'm still winning. Like that's like the vibe.
Like here's like surprise strats work once. Like in a best of 3 tournament, here's what's gonna happen. Like it's like, you fool, I was Final Gambit Lucario, and then Lucario has like a bad HP stat, like it's not that great or whatever. I don't even know if it gets Final Gambit. It's just a hypothetical.
It does.
And then like they go, oh wow, that caught me off guard and I lost game 1. And then they like look at the rest of their team and they go, oh, that's all you got, isn't it? And then you like win both games. That's how these things go. Like the surprise strategies were never actually winning you like games consistently.
They were,
if you took a game off of someone, that was a skill issue.
Now counterpoint, because I have won many a game because of like best of 3 format, and in terms of like, if you win that first game, you are at like just more of an advantage than the opponent, regardless of how much information was gained.
Yeah. Or you can like pull it out game 3.
Me bringing Iron Tail Thundurus, Iron Tail Life Orb Thundurus to the Rinya Sun matchup in Indiana, where I just like do my thing and I prints the win out for free.
Yeah.
Versus that team. All right, because that is a surprise, right? That is just like textbook. Hey, I am this because when I fight this, it wins. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's like the main issue with this in general, because everybody's talking about fucking surprise strategies. No, it isn't even the fact that it's a strategy. It's like very small minor differences in sets. Like, oh, I'm running this coverage on this guy to cover like a weakness that like they wouldn't be able to see otherwise. You know what I mean? It's like that, and then stuff like Focus Sash and Choice Items and Assault Vest. So it's like,
that's information
now they know that I can't protect, so they're just going to double into me. And the same thing with Focus Sash. That's something that you should be learning during the game, not before it even starts. Because like, if I have a Focus Sash setup mon, like, and they don't have any, they know to double, and like that's the main like issue, because the fact that you have that information pre-game will always like, the game isn't like, oh, I'm gonna do this because it benefits. I'm like, you're not playing the game because you're playing the game. You're running like a flowchart of like what you need to do. Like the whole point of the game is figuring out that flowchart, and you're given like with the information you're given with. Now you have all the information minus the EVs, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like
I think I know what you're saying. Like, to the Thunderous thing that I was saying with the Iron Tail, right, versus Rinya Sun, that is actually like, okay, now that it's not surprising anymore, that is still good as fuck into the team, right? So like it's like, where in the flowchart are you depending on what they lead, rather than like, oh haha, they didn't know.
I think that that's actually like a real valid criticism of Open Teamsheets, because it's like, oh, well, you know, a lot of the appeal of stuff like the Assault Vest is the uncertainty. Are they just bulky, or are they actually Assault Vest, or like the Focus Sash? You get a lot of value out of that when no one knows that you're running it. But I think
Protect stock skyrockets with this. Like, I feel like if you don't have Protect on your guy, that's like...
I think that the biggest thing here is that the benefits of Open Teamsheet heavily outweigh the negatives. Like, if that is like the worst negative that we can think of, like, oh well, now they know my items. It's like thing. It's like, if the worst negative we can think of is, well, now gaining information isn't a factor. It's more of using the information that you're given. I think that all that really does is like every game is a game 3, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's exactly what
and that does get rid of a pretty big dynamic of the game of like the opponent, you're figuring out each other's sets. Like that's like a really cool
information gathering
footsies
isn't
thing.
there anymore.
I thought
See,
that's like Pokemon's version of footsies in like fighting games.
Yeah, a little bit. Like when the Rinya Sun player adapts after getting their fucking dick iron-tailed off, like in the first game, right?
Don't say it like that.
Then they lead like the Gastrodon, and then they pivot around like that and start yawning and shit. It's like, okay, I still have the flowchart for that scenario. It's just different than the one that already happened. You know what I mean? So it's like, honestly, exactly. It's playing like a game 3 scenario.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really excited for Open Teamsheet so I can finally beat the cheese allegations. Because I get so many cheese allegations, and I'm like, no, like I win best. Like, watch me play in tournaments. Stop watching the Showdown lives.
Yeah, there's a difference between
watch them.
cheese and watch the content. There's a difference between cheese and just running something that's unconventional that functions. You're very good at finding that little extra push, that one extra move, that one extra item to slap on there to give your Pokemon an additional, I guess, boost, not necessarily boost, but advantage that they wouldn't have otherwise. Yeah. Boost. But you know what I mean? Like you find the perfect little spot that you can run something unconventional and for it to work better than what would be expected.
You totally understand it, Ash. Gang.
I don't know how to reply to that.
That was the point.
I brought it up briefly in that protect stock skyrockets with this. Dude, the amount of times that I think, what was it, the Players' Cups, that I could make like just the sickest reads because I'm like, oh, dude, I think they're going to switch into like their Incineroar or some shit. I can Cinderace high jump kick that. And dude, there's literally nothing fucking stopping me from doing that because they don't even have Protect. So at the best case, I'm getting damage. Or the worst case, I'm getting damage. The best case, I kill Incineroar. And I did that to like top players in Players Cup. And I was just like, dude, Open Teamsheet, baby, let's go. Right? Now, I think the downside of that is it is kind of annoying because shit, everything's gonna have Protect. I feel like why would you not in Open Teamsheet? Why would you not add that little extra bit of like uncertainty, that little bit of variance that you have control over?
What if I'm running a scientist, Michael?
I'm down for it because honestly, like the cheese in question, like for the most part, if I'm playing someone who is running the cheese, I want to be able to know what it does, or if it's just a mon, but I don't know what it does, and I know what it does now.
Yeah, I mean, now we can see ally switch.
I still think it's lame as fuck. I don't know. You compared it to footsies in fighting games, and like for the most, that's neutral. That's neutral in a fighting game. Like that's you get in there and you fucking work out the shit, and it's like I don't know.
Which option am I picking?
It feels lazy. Like it feels lazy on the part of the people who do like it because it's like I don't know. Like I'm for it, I guess. Like I don't care, but it feels like it's coming from a point of laziness where I don't want to work out what my guy is running.
I feel like you can also I wouldn't say it's lazy because I feel like it's more towards the people who just do not have the time put into this game that like we do.
I think our bias is like we play the shit out of this.
Our bias is we play the video game. It's like I don't know, it feels like this is a constant thing. It feels like a constant thing with video games where it's like, sure, you can't have looking at it as you can't have one without the other. You can't please like new guys while pleasing the current guys.
Yeah,
it's like it's either it's appealing to one or it's appealing to the other, and then it's like, well, why aren't we appealing to new guys? We want more people playing the video game.
Yeah,
like,
I think that outweighs any kind of pissing off old fans.
Yeah.
Well, no,
unfortunately, because
it's at the expense of me. I play your game, please. It's like
I consider you might be cringe, bro.
Wow. No, stop. We're not starting a screaming match. We're not starting
I'm
a screaming
joking. I'm
not
really
again.
joking
Like,
here.
I literally, like, I don't care, because it, like, I agree with the point that it definitely, like, makes it so that the person who is better is more likely to win, because, you know, better player, yeah, but also, like, I don't know, it feels incredibly lame. I've never liked it.
No, I understand that, but I think Marcos's point of top players will have the networking to go around and talk to people.
It's not even just top players. I will say that. I am ass, and like at every regional I've been to, I got little birdies in my Discord being like, "Yo, bro, I think he's a Saltfest. I saw this shit in the other game."
Well, there you go.
It's
It's a networking thing. It becomes a networking thing, and I'm not going to the Pokemon tournament to network. I'm going to the Pokemon tournament.
Oh, I'm going to the
Pokemon
Pokemon tournament to network.
Literally.
So, well, yeah, you're a content man. You got to do that. Y'all are content men. But I don't know. I agree with the point of this eliminates. I mean, it's still going to be a thing because stat spreads are something that is important. Is stats will not be shown. Everything but stats will be given to the opponent. Spreads, hitting certain defensive benchmarks, hitting certain speed benchmarks will be things that you will still have to figure out on your own. But I feel like reducing the kind of behind the scenes sneaking around like, oh, hey, I bet this one's a scarf information that you can get before the game.
Sneaky.
Yeah, one of my fondest Pokemon memories was someone coming up to me right after I finished my match, like urgently, like I got paired with the guy that you're fighting. Do they have HP Water Gengar? like in such like a panic.
Tell me no.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
that's what happens. You just need to know people.
The outside factors of stuff affecting the in-game factors, like outside of game stuff is affecting inside of game stuff, and that feels like, I don't like that. Like by your influence of saying, you have to fucking, you have to share your team. It's like, well, and now in the team builder, I'm like actively changing how I play the game. And it's like,
oh, dude, the amount of times that people at regionals were like, just please don't hit Hypnosis. Just do not hit Hypnosis with the Gothitelle right now. Please, I just need to dodge and I win. And I'm just looking at them and I'm like, bro, I'm not even Hypnosis. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
It's like,
that shit's funny.
Honestly, it's really nice for Gothitelle matchups now. Like, that's nice.
It seems lame. Like, that's just all I can say about that. It's lame that the outside factors are affecting the inside factors, and it's like, yeah,
but also, there's a whole nother factor. No.
Let me finish my point, bro.
Let him finish the point.
You have 2 seconds. Go.
We need a talking stick.
And it's like, I don't know. I feel it's super lame that outside factors are influencing like the in-game factors, and it's like, I lost my point because I got interrupted. I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? Fuck.
We will wait.
Why'd you do that, Marcos?
We will wait.
No, I'm looking at you. Why would you do that?
It's like, yeah,
it's your fault.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, bro, you should fucking just adapt. And it's like, yeah, I will, but like, it sucks in the moment now, and I don't like that it sucks in the moment now.
Yep.
Like,
okay, now I can say it. We haven't addressed that not Dynamax. That terastallizing is a thing, and that adds how many types are there? 18.
Yeah.
I think
18?
Okay,
that adds 18 new layers.
I think that is the only thing that that should have been shared. I think closed team sheet with like open Terra and that's it would have been completely fine. I'm 100% down with that, and that's like one of the major parts of why I'm okay with open team sheets, because that's like the biggest gotcha that you can do like ever now. Like,
yeah,
what
honestly,
Dondozo is stuck in the dirt right now.
Yeah,
no, not even close, dude. Dondozo stock's actually a lot better than you'd think. Now that you can tell which Pokemon are running haze.
Oh shit! Yeah, that is true. This is
listen. Like you know what the Dondozo set is when you look at the Tatsugiri on Team Preview. This doesn't change a thing.
It doesn't change the Terrestrial type though.
Shut.
Yeah, you know this is it's not an outright.
Shut up about Dozo. Shut up about Dozo.
it's not an outright loss to anything in specific, right? Because all of the shit that is like, oh, now I can't do this.
It's a loss to something.
Well, because so it's like, oh, well, now I can't do this and like be tricky and like do this shit, right? But it's like, okay, but you can also now know exactly what you can be tricky against, right? Like you know, like, oh, they don't have that thing that makes them counter me, so now I beat them. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah.
It works both ways.
Yeah, it does go both ways a little bit.
Also,
I will bring this up just so I don't forget. Ash, you want to know what the play is for San Diego? Explicitly because of Open Teamsheet. You remember that shit that happened in Sword and Shield near Worlds where everyone just leaned bulky as fuck and everything had HP investment? No one was running speed. No one was running like all that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, do that. I literally think like that's the play.
Yeah, honestly, I personally am a big fan of teams that are just set up and be fat, like put a bunch of investment into your defenses and then run sword stance, dragon dance, and things, shit like that.
Yeah.
That is what I'm a fan of.
But like bulky, max HP, weakness policy, armor rouge. That's my call. That's my
what?
call.
Okay, no, I'm disagreeing with that. I'm disagreeing with that.
Bro,
on armor
you live the
rouge?
You live the Hydreigon Dark Pulse and you armor cannon them back and like do 75%.
Do you live the Hydreigon Dark Pulse?
You do live the Hydreigon Dark Pulse for max HP.
I don't.
Max HP is a hell of a drug. Trust me.
I figure, but I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that Scarf or Life Orb is just infinitely better for Armor Rouge.
That's what they said about Charizard in Sword Shield 2, Ash. That's what they said, and then they started living Kyogre water spouts, and then they started killing them back.
Base 200 move that does an eighth of your HP every turn. Okay, Armor Rouge ain't that good.
Armor Cannon, you got better than that.
Armor Cannon makes me made of glass. My glass bones and paper skin. Every day I wake up.
Every
I
day.
break my legs. And every night I break my arms. By the way, I just want to point out, I got my Dondozo has been yawned by this Hippowdon, and I'm running Sleep Talk, so I can't wait.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Honka. I can't wait to say honka.
I never want to go to a tournament with Marcos because then I'll have to fight fucking body press Dondozo.
Hey, you don't know what Dondozo I'm pulling up with. I got so many Dondozos.
This man has so many fish.
He walks up to you in a trench coat. And they're all full, and like he opens it and it's just full of Monster Energy cans. He's like, one of these has a fish in it. I guess which one's got a fish in it?
One of these has a fish in it.
Like a freak, and you just gotta look at him and you just be like, what the fuck? Why did you bring a live fish to the tournament, bro? What's going on?
He's like,
hold on, wait, this is important. I'm gonna screen share one more time.
I can see that perfectly in my mind.
Hop in the stream.
Marcos, please.
He like
the
says,
viewers at home.
this isn't enough fish for you. He closes his trench coat. Come with me. He walks into like an alleyway in a random room, and then he presses a button on the wall, and then it opens up. It's just a fucking massive arsenal of fish.
All right, I got a 1-turn sleep. What are the odds I wake up and I can rest?
Marcos,
What are the odds that Trick Room and DD is legal?
That is also
high right
something.
now. They're pretty high.
They're pretty high. So hold on, let me find the thing because I did put it down. So these are okay, so it was a screenshot that is extremely low quality because I sent it from my fucking phone. But a screenshot of the rules. Pokemon may make use of any move ability available to that Pokemon through normal gameplay. This includes, but is not limited to, hidden abilities if available, moves and abilities made available through official Pokemon event or promotion. So
we did it. Indeedee has Helping Hand or Trick Room.
Indeedee has Trick Room.
Oh wait, no. Okay, well then that goes back to the format conversation now.
Yeah.
There isn't a battle ready mark. That just proves it now, because you can just transfer it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'll be interesting.
Well, so they've been a couple of Pokemon have been just straight up not allowed. So I'm sure they'll just do it like that with in terms of saying hey, these are the guys available, because Charizard you can't use that right now. Berserker you can't use right now. That's really fucking funny. Yeah.
I
want to make a steel spam team with Berserker and Goldengo.
That would have been so good.
A friend of mine wanted to do that. A friend of mine wanted to do that with a Tinkaton Gigaton hammer.
Oh,
I still have to test that Tinkaton set.
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, I sent it in chat the other day.
Tinkatongan is an interesting Pokemon. It feels like a support guy, which I think is funny.
It is. It's a support guy with burst damage. That's the way you play it.
Yeah,
I believe in Tinkaton. You know what? Honestly, Tinkaton's gonna win San Diego. Let me put it like that.
Really?
You know, Michael.
Yeah.
Michael. No, that's not how this works. You
No,
can't.
it's gonna win San
You
Diego.
can't just make these crazy claims every podcast.
Listen.
Look,
I don't know why people believe me at all for anything.
No
Brady
one
and I dug up a
does.
screenshot. Brady and I dug up a screenshot from Sword and Shield where I was like, you know what? I think Zacian's not that good in this format. I think Necrozma Duskman's the better steel type.
Oh
He's like Series 12.
Wins
I do
world.
remember that.
Zacian's not that good when it
Wins
does what a
worlds.
Dynamax
But yeah.
does.
So
Wins world.
if anybody happens to find a cool little female Indeedee raid that happens to know the move Trick Room, hit me up, please.
It's on all 5-star Indeedees.
Oh, okay. Problem. I haven't beaten the game yet, so.
Oh, okay. It's on all 5-star Indeedees.
Thanks. So.
Ash, are you gonna beat the game before San Diego Regionals?
Yes,
Yeah, you
yes,
kind
I
of like
will.
have to.
Okay.
Yes, I
believe
will.
you.
I have about like 4 like little things that I need to go around, including like all of the stuff, like the gyms and the titans and all that garbage. Really, right now, next week is my finals week. So once I am free, I am going full on team building, grinding, beat the game, grind up shards, get a shit ton of money, buy all of the bottle caps, ability patch all of my dudes. I'm so ready. Problem, I don't know what my team is.
I think.
Would you like me to pass you a Dondozo team?
I don't.
He's doing the thing. He's literally opening the trench coat.
He's opening the trench coat. He's got so
One
many
of these has
fish in
fish
there.
in it.
You just he
He's that
like
kid.
shuffles.
No. I'm literally like I hold up like 5 different fish, like they're fish, and I go, one of these has a fish in it.
He slowly shuffles up to you, and you just hear faint, like wet slapping noises from the fish, like wiggling around under his
Oh.
Hey kid, you want to fish?
Did you know this? Did you know that the jumping catfish is an invasive species? And you go like, I think I heard, and then I immediately just throw the fish into the window of your car and go, it's yours now.
It's invasive. It's invading your car. You're problem now.
Off topic. I had this thought, and it's so visceral, and I just want your thoughts on this.
Okay.
Do you think Tatsugiri smells bad?
He's sushi. He smells awesome.
Yeah,
He smells like fresh fish.
But
And
he's
brace.
not sushi. He's a live creature.
All right. Do you want to know
Yeah.
what sushi was 2 minutes before you ate it?
Yeah.
Yeah, smelly as shit and gross. And
It's fresh.
From the ocean
It's
that's
fresh.
Fresh
They
fish.
kill it like moments before you order.
dead. Y'all like smelling fish?
Yeah. Yeah,
love
I think I
sushi.
do, Michael. Yeah, I think I like the smell of fish, huh? You got a problem with it, Michael? Huh? Motherfucker?
oh my god.
I'm sorry.
I think.
Oh shit.
Can
Guys,
we
I think
not
the-
try to kill each other every
I think
episode
the vibes
now?
are off, dude. What's going
Mike-
on?
I throw 5 giant catfish through the window actually of Michael's car, shattering it, and he screams at the top of his lungs, "Oh, that shit kind of looked like Fall Guys."
I'm gonna, come on, really?
He's right there.
Oh my god.
I'm going to Fall Guys land tonight. That's gonna happen later. Whatever. I'm gonna wake up with a fucking fish on my porch tomorrow. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm like screaming. You know that scene in American Psycho where he's like hitting the dude in the axe, and he goes, "How does that?" Whatever. And he's like yelling at him, right? It's like me slapping Michael unconscious with a giant catfish, and I go, "Does that shit look like Fall Guys, Michael?"
Yo, Dondozo does kind of look like Fall Guys. I'm with you on that.
I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit him. Oh my god, guys! Here's the thing. They can't stop me.
We can't. We are nowhere near you.
So do we know if Chicago locals, when they come back, they're gonna be running for CP? Like that's a confirmed thing.
Oh, I didn't think about that. How
Because
much
if that's
CP?
the case, like if it wasn't the case and it was just like locals, like we're like
Fucking
unofficial
around.
locals, I'd be bringing some shit like Spite Ops. But like
Cut.
if it's like for CP shit, I might.
Okay, legit. I feel like we have to make a Spite Ops team for Patreon or something. Just to
Yes!
try.
Oh, now that I'm free, I get to. Oh my god!
I got one more week, Michael. I got one
Oh wait,
more
are you
week.
free? Are you free?
Tune into the Patreon. I'm gonna be cooking Spite Ops.
Is Michael finally free?
I am free as of later tonight. Yeah.
I am so excited to order stuff from you. You're not free.
No.
You're just under new management.
Good. No, good. I need money. I've been broke as shit.
I got so much money. This YouTube ad revenue goes crazy. I completely made my house smart. Check this out. Alexa, release the ball crunchers.
Droves of rats emerge from his closet.
Hold on, wait. Let's see if you can hear it. All the lights in my house turn red.
That's fucking
And right now,
terrifying.
the song 115 from Call of Duty Black Ops is playing.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. Alexa, stop!
I did not see that.
Release the ball crunches.
Shout out to
Alexa,
everyone
release
with
the ball
Alexa who's
crunchers.
not listening with headphones who just had it got activated by Marcos. I hope it
Yeah, I'm
happens
sorry
to
if
at
your
least
ball
one
crunchers
person.
got released. You didn't mean that.
Honka honka.
Brady got like 7 shinies in one day.
That is
was cool.
true. That was
Yeah.
last episode. He
That
did
was-
finally
I
get his
got
piss
7
dragon.
shinies in like yesterday and the day before that as well. I got all the
What
shiny. I got all the shiny paradox guys in the span of 2 days. Smile.
Oh, God
Yeah.
damn. Okay,
I was
you
call-
give me
yeah.
hope for unlocking my 3-segment shiny to Dunsparce dream.
Shiny
It's
to
very
Dunsparce.
real. I saw, like, literally, I said offhand in the call that we were in. I was like, bro, you're gonna get this shit within 30 minutes. Literally, minute 29, 30 seconds in, he gets the guy, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
All right,
Oh, no,
guys, I got
no.
bad news. It's my mom's birthday, and I gotta leave. Sounds like I'm gonna be leaving the podcast early tonight. Any thoughts on that, Michael?
Happy birthday to your mom.
Just make sure she knows that Tatsugiri smells bad.
That's so fucked up.
You guys, you were all late. This was your own doing. What is
I
this?
was late. I was late by 5 minutes.
I was like, by 10 minutes, and I was sleeping, okay? That makes sense.
And
Why-
then
why
we
were
played
you
Showdown for
sleeping?
15 minutes.
Hey,
I'm so
we were
mad.
recording during that.
No, we weren't.
Yes, we were.
We could do this one of two ways. We can squeeze out 15 more minutes. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about, but we could squeeze, or we could end right now.
Yeah, Michael. Squeeze one out. Marcos, out.
No.
Any squeezers?
Oh, hey guys, can we make a petition? Smile.
What's the petition for?
Or no,
Point left,
No.
point right emoji.
no.
Wait,
Brady, I love you, Brady. I'm with you. It's a good name. This is a good name for the core. I'm with you on that. I think
Oh,
the like.
Can we make?
you can't.
No, you
don't
cannot sing a
start
rap song,
singing to
Marcos.
us.
Go
I'm gonna
away.
serve a
Go
mute
away,
Marcos.
Marcos. No one can hear you. He's talking about his balls.
He's sabotaging the
Should
podcast.
set in electric terrain like it was Cork Drive.
Yo,
I'm with
that's
him on
actually
this.
bars.
All right. Okay, he's actually
Okay,
leaving.
goodbye. Enjoy
All
your
right.
birthday.
Goodbye. I might just cut this segment. Not gonna lie. Honka,
Stop
honka.
saying no.
Marco's
He-
sabotaging the content.
Yeah, I might actually cut that segment. But yeah, guys, can we please, bet?
Can you say your full statement so the people know?
Point left emoji, point right emoji.
Goldango, Hydreigon, Murkrow.
No, it's just Goldango Murkiri.
Goldango, Murkrow, Dragon type.
No, it's Goldango Murkiri, and that's it.
Make it rain, Tailwind.
Golden Wind.
Golden Wind. I actually like it. I like it.
I want to
It's a
see it.
good name.
I want to make one commentator, like, not make, but have enough influence, wield my influence like a fucking big-ass sword, like Sephiroth, like my profile picture right now, to make it so everybody like calls this shit Golden Wind, and we hear somebody say Golden Wind on an official Pokemon stream.
That is a valid thing to try for, honestly.
As the guy who has that connection, you will not be wielding me.
No. Oh no, you're not the connection. I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
Oh shit.
What the fuck? I said nothing. It had nothing about you. This is just me being on Twitter
and
then constantly saying Golden Wind, and then using my
gospel.
And using my videos to make people say it. Using my influence as an influencer.
Yeah.
A small influencer, but I'm not an influencer. Fuck.
Name aside, that core is so fire. That shit is just like like badass. It feels badass.
It works so fucking well because, like, okay, so obviously you got Goldango. He's a guy. He's golden, and he looks like Golden Experience. The stand.
Does he?
Well, I mean, he's a gold humanoid guy. But then you look at Murkiri and it's like, whoa, he's a blue guy. If you haven't read Jojo part 5. You might not know, especially if you haven't read for the colored pages. Jono actually has a blue like shirt, and like general costume is like blue, the same blue as Murkiri.
Murkiri was black.
No, it isn't.
Like navy blue, dark.
Is it?
Dark,
yeah,
like really dark. It's
yeah.
You're both right.
What?
So yeah, Murkiri is like a dark navy blue, just like Jono in part 5 colored manga pages. But then you look at the anime, Jono is actually purple in that one. But also Murkiri's shiny is that same purple.
That is the one I will agree with.
And
that
then
is the
also
same color.
And then also
into a mob boss.
And then also spoilers for part 5. Jono. Oh, I mean his main goal is to become. Is it really spoilers? His main goal is to become the mob boss, the gangster, if you will.
Yes.
And then he does, and then that's when he turns into Honchkrow. So smile. I think we should start naming calls after Jojo's reference. I don't think we can go that far. I saw Marcus's video of Dunchbun. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that.
Dotspun?
Dotspun?
Like Dotson. Like Dotson, but Dotspun.
Dashbun.
It's not Dashbun, it's Dotspun.
Datchbun.
I'm gonna cry.
The Concha.
Concha.
Okay.
Concha, whatever it's called. The sweetbread, Mexico.
Okay, yeah. That one I can see.
He named.
Well, I was like, what the fuck you say? I thought you were just trying to mispronounce it horribly on purpose.
Oh no. Concha is I guess all of those letters are in there, yeah.
like fucking Venusaur, you know?
Venusaur.
Arcanine. I love Arcanine. He's so cool.
But Marcus titled his new video that came out literally 3 hours ago, Dutchbun, has it on the phone now, Dutchbun is unbreakable, and then the title is Dutchbun is a crazy wall, and it's like, crazy Dutchbun is unbreakable.
Oh my god.
I like Jojo's, man.
I'm gonna start doing the exact same thing that you're doing for all Pokemon cores ever, and you're gonna hate it. I'm gonna start calling Dondozo Tatsugiri the One Piece or some shit, and you're
what the fuck?
Hate it.
You know what? Yeah, now that I hear that, yeah, absolutely. Let's go I don't care. But
I think it is a good name that just makes sense. It's just a name that makes sense. You know?
Mousehold. What's the thing? Vlad the Impaler. I don't know the actual name of that thing.
Annihilape.
Mousehold Annihilape. That's My Hero Academia.
Don't call it that.
How is that My Hero Academia at all?
Indeedee plus Armarouge Mob Psycho 1000.
No, that's
What?
no, that's Obama soda. Sorry.
Where did you get the 1000 from?
I don't think you know like any of why. You're just saying random anime. That's gotta be, no. You don't get the fucking the art of nicknaming Pokemon. Okay.
Here, listen.
Wow.
Goldengo Murkrow, I'll give it to you. I'll give you Goldengo Murkrow is Golden Wind. You can have that, right? Yeah. I would think that Goldengo Murkrow Hydreigon, that's Persona 5.
What is wrong with you?
Explain. What is
okay, look.
You get the vibes, you get the vibes.
I don't. I don't.
Because you're missing the entire point of why this is
I
such a
get
good
it. I'm
name.
just fucking around. Brother, I've watched part 5. I get it perfectly. There's nothing to explain.
No, you don't get the art of nicknaming your Pokemon, okay?
Oh my god.
Look, ain't no motherfucker gonna know why I call my Rotom Heat Dire Straits unless you know what that is. Like, it's gotta be like a nickname that like is it's like not obvious at a glance, but if you know, you know. That's how you do for nicknaming. That's how you get the Yoshikage Kira team from Spice Milk. That's how you get the not La Squadra, El Passione.
Well, yeah. Now you do not La Squadra. You do the gang. You do the gang now. The part 5 gang for your team now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was my the team that I used for my video, which is actually doing quite well. So
I didn't see the video. What the fuck? My sub box lied to me. I'm gonna cry.
It was uploaded like 3 days ago.
What the fuck? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sad. I'm gonna go watch that video later.
But yeah.
Grimmsnarl plus Skeledirge. That's Love Live. They be singing and shit.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, they sing.
How does Grimmsnarl sing?
Yeah, I could fucking
Parting shot.
I could call them
That's
the fucking
screaming.
The Gorillas, dude, and it'd be the same thing.
Oh, that's fire though. Wait, no, we gotta start naming teams after bands.
Like, oh wait, no, that actually does work. Grimmsnarl looks like Murdoch. Wait.
He's on my side now.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Whoa.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird time. It's like new game stuff happening. We've got new rules and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, establishing stuff is weird.
I'm very curious of how everything is just going to end up, cause
yeah,
I don't know. It just like everything is. It's just all new. It's all new stuff, and I don't know what it's gonna be like, and I'm nervous, but it's very cool. Like watching because I haven't been able to actually play while I'm working on projects, I'll be watching Cybertron videos or Jimmy Boy stuff like them, just laddering and seeing the variants is very, very cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? I feel like I'm becoming like the old guy who's like the back in my day sort of shit. I feel like I'm becoming that person because, like, I remember in the past, shouts out, Vatsa, this is not giving you shit because I think it's just kind of funny. I remember one time because he'd been playing, like, for a long time, and in Gen 4 there was no team preview, and he was, and he was talking about how, like, he kind of preferred no team preview once, and I was like, damn, that's like crazy that you think that, and I'm wondering if I'm becoming that person by saying back in my day, we didn't have team sheets, we didn't have fucking all this shit, you know. I feel like I'm becoming that person, and
nah, I don't think.
No, I think there's nothing wrong with being that person though.
Oh,
like,
no. But
okay, I played Gen 4 singles for a tournament once, and I went like 9-1. The one game I lost was in finals.
No!
That, like, nothing will ever top that experience for me in a team tour, like where people like draft players. But But I think you can have like multiple opinions about it. You can be like, yeah, I missed that. I think that was really fun. That was awesome. I love that format. I love that vibe. I don't want that to be the normal though. You know what I mean? Like I like it when there's like
right, yeah.
different flavors. I like it when there's new shit. I like it when it's like, okay, I'm glad I'm not still playing Gen 4.
The difference is here, at least for me, is that I want the old one. Give it back. I want fucking battle spot from fucking Gen 7, Gen 6 back, dude.
That I will agree on.
Like, just fucking make Pokemon Home have like a global link section. Like, and
I miss the GTS so much. That was one of the most efficient ways to work on like Pokedex completion, and now we don't get that anymore.
It's just like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I
miss it. I miss my wife Tails.
And I don't like. Yeah, I miss my wife Tails. Things are changing, and for some of them it's like, but for some of them I'm like, no, bring me back to the old days, dude.
I think that the way that the format is placed Pokemon wise and balance wise, it feels like, I don't know, it might be just because it's just not Dynamax and it's just not a restricted format. But it feels more natural. Like, just the terrestrialization is a very powerful gimmick that's very important, but it doesn't feel as overbearing as Dynamax was, and I really like... I just kind of like that.
Yeah. I think with Dynamax, something that I'm noticing about this current format is that it's like, the stuff that's popping up, the like archetypes, the like combinations of Pokemon, the like cores and stuff, they're not as like egregious to be dealing with. You know what I mean? Like with Dynamax, it felt like, what's a good example? Let's go with like Indeedee, Hatterene, Rhyperior, Trick Room at the beginning of the gen, right? It's like that's one strategy, but that's like a lot of things to deal with. That's 3 turns of our Rhyperior Dynamax. That's like untauntable, unfake-outable Hatterene. That's like all this shit, right? And I think a lot of the stuff is still there. Like a lot of the quirky stuff, like, you know, Psychic Terrain, like all that, you know, Grim Prankster Screens, all this shit.
Yeah.
That's still there, but they removed the like big obstacle in the way. You know what I mean? They removed like the really big thing that you need to get around or get over, or have a thing for specifically. You know what I mean? Like I think without that, I think you said natural. I think that's a good word for it because it's like
we're playing
organic.
Pokemon again, guys. We're playing Pokemon again. We're not playing. Let's climb the big old fucking Rhyperior on the screen.
Yeah. Brady, you remember the conversation we had? I don't remember if this was on pod or not. Of like what Dynamax does to the game. And how it's like ice cream, different flavors of ice cream, or not different flavors of ice cream, but like different ice cream toppings.
Yeah.
Right? Dynamax is very much like a normal bowl of ice cream. That's Pokemon, right? That's in every generation. But then with like a mountain of whipped cream on top of it, it's like, well, then why? I mean, like, why not just fucking have the whipped cream? Why even have the ice cream to begin with? Like, like, I remember that point.
I'd like a flavor to it if it's like so potent that it overtakes like the entire thing.
Yeah. Like if you put like a pork chop in the ice cream or some shit, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Right?
Why would you do that?
I'm down for multiple, like, you know, courses. I'm down for multiple, like, here's this flavor, here's this flavor, here's this flavor, right? I'm liking the flavor of terrestrialization. I like it a lot.
Well, I will
not
say,
overpowering. It's just right.
The issues I'm having with the game at the moment aren't, like, in-game things. It's outside factors, like rule changes and the ladder being weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's what, for the most part, how I feel. That said, I am enjoying the video game. I still kind of need to climb out of Master Ball, and that's probably what I'm just going to do in terms of, like, recording videos, but, like, I've been enjoying myself. Like, team building is fun, as always.
Goldengo Murkrow.
I'm so excited to team build with y'all.
You ever get a box of curly fries, and then they give you that one curly fry that's just fucking gigantic, and it's all together, and it's, like, basically just a potato stick, right?
Yeah.
That's Goldengo Murkrow to me. I love that about the format where it's
fucking
like, I'm
awesome.
glad it's not all straight edge. I'm glad there's still some shit that's just like dumb as fuck, really good, and then you just enjoy the whole experience about it. I'm a fan of that.
I think there's always going to be stuff like that, which, I enjoy that.
And then there's Pokemon like Spidops, who are the crumbs in the bottom of the fry block. EGC is like Arby's.
Don't say that.
No, I'm right about this.
Stop saying that. Stop making analogies like that.
You get me.
He got that dog in him. You know, you just can't.
It has nothing to do with this.
He just says things, you know.
This is cool,
you
man.
Know?
Yeah.
I like Golden Guy.
Golden Man. Golden experience.
I know a pretty cool golden man.
He's a shiny guy too.
Yeah. Shiny guy worth $10.
Oh, $10.
Oh, you could get like the regular guy for $5 there, or you could just hang around and give us just be kind of base and hang around for the other guys, but you know what I mean.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You know, picking up what I'm putting down.
I'm not
talking about gold guys.
Huh?
Guys that are sometimes gold.
Yeah. What's with the money bit? Huh?
We're talking about Stack Attacker.
What does it have to do with money?
Patreon, baby, Patreon time.
Oh, Patreon! I'm fucking stupid. Okay,
I didn't say anything. I just wanted to let you figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut up now. Never speak again.
Wait for it.
I could have very easily dunked the fuck out of you, but I did not want to do that.
Yeah,
so.
no, we were.
No, that was deserved. I'm just stupid.
Well, being as vague as possible for her, so it makes sense. Anyway, welcome to the Patreon. Whoa! Thank you for supporting us as always. Our supporters: Crazy Carlton, Plumber, Professor Germs, Ryan, and Turja. For subscribing, as well as everybody else. Michael is out of deaf, and Ash is out of deaf next week, so...
Patreon, big thing. I'm gonna record Spidops. Ash put that seed in my head, and it grew into a tree before your eyes.
You two need to be able to do that, without me, and just, send me the file afterwards, because...
Yeah, I'm gonna do, literally, because I could build it on my own. I could be...
I want to help build
You just have to record it,
yeah.
Because...
I'll hop in, just all chat and be like, if you join, you join, and then that's the Patreon.
I think I think we need to be able to schedule it when we want to do Patreon stuff. If we're going to do Patreon stuff, because otherwise it just never gets done. And it should be with two people, because it holds each other, you hold each other accountable, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what's happening that isn't letting us do that, because I'm busy, you're busy, Marcus is busy. The
We're all
other
busy.
you is busy.
Does Spidops get toxic spikes?
What?
IDK. Anyway,
because you
thanks
run
for watching.
Spidops with Dondozo, and you rest talk, and then they died of poison spikes.
Stop with the rest
It
talk.
does get toxic spikes.
No.
Ooh,
No.
Spidops is broken.
I'm prohibiting this. Not allowed.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.